about a winner and perhaps a long shot at this Preakness Stakes.
Right. So 2 weeks ago, I gave out Mystic Dan as a live long shot in the Kentucky Derby, and he came through at 18-1. Everyone saw him skim the rail, got a ground-saving trip, and win by a desperate nose there in a three-way photo finish in Kentucky. But coming back in 2 weeks and winning the Preakness Stakes off that hard effort is a completely different story. I love Mystic Dan. I'm going to be rooting for him. The horse racing fan will be rooting for him because I want to see a Triple Crown on the line in 3 weeks at Saratoga in the Belmont Stakes. But I don't think he's going to be able to replicate that effort on 2 weeks rest. He tried to do that before, actually, after his first win. First career victory, his trainer, Ken McPeak, brought him back in 2 weeks rest, and he ran fifth in a field of 11, losing by 8 lengths. So the history is not on his side coming back in 2 weeks. So my top pick is going to be Tuscan Gold. Tuscan Gold is a very lightly raced horse. He's only raced 3 times. He's trained by Chad Brown, one of the best trainers out there. Tuscan Gold, in his last race, finished third in the Louisiana Derby when he was up close to the pace and held on. It actually was a career best effort for him. He's now had 8 weeks rest coming into the Preakness Stakes, and I think he's going to run well. As I said, Chad Brown's won this race 3 times before, or twice before. He knows how to get a horse to peak on the third Saturday in May, so he's going to be my top pick. I also like, as a long shot, Just Steel. Now, I'm not sure he's going to win like Mystic Dan did 2 weeks ago, but he could definitely outrun his odds. He's 15-1 on the morning line. Just Steel showed speed in the Kentucky Derby uncharacteristically. He likes to usually come off race a little bit behind the speed horses. They made a jockey switch from Keith Asmussen to Joel Rosario, and I think that's going to help. And actually, I think it kind of signals their game plan that they're going to maybe take back a little bit and have more energy late. So wouldn't be surprised to see him outrun his odds at 15-1.
Oh, absolutely love that. A lot of Justin Steele references in the chat.
I was going to say I love the Just Steele pick just because of Justin Steele, so I'm in on that one as well.
I think Blue Steel from Zoolander, and I noticed there's a horse in the race called Mugatu. So like all these worlds are colliding right now. Gene, before we let you go on all this Preakness stuff, can you I know you have an Exacta box to give out. I want you to give it out pretty quickly, but I also kind of want you to explain what an Exacta box is for those who are uninitiated. Just a quick explanation, and then who you got in your Exacta key box.
So an Exacta is when you is a bet where you bet the first and second place horses correctly in the correct order, right? So let's say you like Secretariat 2 and you like American or Secretariat 1 and American Pharaoh 2. They've got to finish in that order for you to cash your bet. It's the first and second place horses. Now, in a box, you can just throw all those horses together. In a box, you can throw 8 horses together in a box, and that would be 56 different combinations. But what we're going to do for our Exacta is I'm going to key my top pick, Tuscan Gold, with 3 other horses. I already mentioned Just Steel, my long shot. He is number 9. I also like Catching Freedom, and I just saw a video of Catching Freedom training this morning at Pimlico. He looks great. And Imagination. So I'm sorry, Just Steel's number 7, Imagination's number 9. We're going to key Tuscan Gold over the 3. Tuscan Gold's the 8. We're going to key him over the 3, 7, 9 in an Exacta box, and that will also so you win if it's 8 with 3, 8 with 7, 8 with 9, and you'd win if it's 3, 8, 7, 8, 7, 9, meaning Tuscan Gold finishes second to those 2. I hope that wasn't too complicated for you guys.